Now, at this point, one of the objections I hear is people say something like, Michel, this is an argument from ignorance. In other words, just because we can't explain the beginning of the universe or the fine tuning or the origin of life, it's a mystery scientifically speaking, doesn't mean there's a God. To say there's a God is a science stopper. So why isn't this an argument from ignorance? And why do you think it's not a science stopper?
Mhm. Yes, the materialists they love very much, and they use a lot this idea of the God of the gap. They like it, and say you are just pure idiot. All the Christian, you are idiots because when you don't have an explanation, you say it's God. But this is not true at all. It's very simple. It's not true because, in fact, the problem is not that way. The problem is now, let's give it the right way it should be. God exists or he does not exist. It's two possibilities. We have two possibilities. God exists, he has created the world, or God does not exist and the world exists by itself. So, can we choose between these two theories? And the answer is yes, we can choose because the theory that God does not exist, this theory has implication. If God does not exist, then our universe cannot have a beginning. Then our universe has no reason to be fine-tuned. And then life must appear from inert matter. We all agree on that. And that's what we call implication of the theory. And this implication, when we look into the world, they are false. It's not true that our universe has no absolute beginning. Uh, so perhaps we can discuss, but if you are looking at a scale, the two theories, God exists and God does not exist, which are two possible theories, the theory God does not exist today is extremely weak. It has no evidence, no argument. When the scale, the other side of the scale, God exists, is extremely strong, you know, Hmm. because it's almost certain that our universe had an absolute beginning. It is almost certain that our universe is fine-tuned and there is no other universe. And it's almost certain that the apparition of life is a fantastic mystery which requires at least a fantastic fine tuning, which is a supermind. So it's that is the right way.